Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's it going, everybody? It's Tuesday, and let's see, 26th? Wait a minute. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday. 26th of January. Wow, can't believe it. First, I'd like to say is for those of you that watched the Wizard World virtual event. Thank you. I feel like that's so long ago, but I haven't been around to see you guys since then. So thank you so much for joining us. It was so fun. What is more fun than hanging out with Little House cast members? That's all I have to say. When I'm in a room, not a room, a Zoom room, a screen with all these different cast members, I'm just overwhelmed with unbelievable, can't believe I'm sitting in this room with these people. And it is literally such an honor to even be on the screen with these amazing people that are so sweet and so genuine. And anyway, just really, really cool. I had fun, even though I don't feel like I did a lot. But hey, for some reason, Michael Landon chose my sister and I to be Baby Grace. And, sometimes we luck out. And that's all I have to say is what a blessing. What a gift. What a gift to be Baby Grace. I can't believe it. And it's funny because I think about my life right now and I think about what I'm doing and where I'm spending my time. And honestly, my life is Baby Grace. It's so crazy. It wasn't always that way. But lately it's just all of these other doors in my life have just been kind of closing, one after another after another. And all of a sudden, it's just Baby Grace and Little House on the Prairie is not closing, which is so strange because I would think that would be the first one to close. And it's not, so go with it, right? That's what I say. Go with it. Let's see. What has happened in the last 2 weeks? Virtual event with Wizard World. Cool. I met a couple of you guys on a one-on-one chat and a little photo op. And so super fun for those that did that. Thanks. So fun. So fun to meet people face to face, or maybe I should say screen to screen, which you know what? It was still so fun. I'm finding out more and more about myself that I love meeting people. I love meeting people who are excited about the same thing that I'm excited about. It's just really cool. So anyway, besides that, I had a great visit up with my family, celebrating my grandma's life, and two uncles and an aunt. I think it just meant so much to them that we were there and just representing my dad as the eldest son. And all of the kind of exciting thing, which is I think is such an honor, is all of the girl grandkids, which there are 9 of us, 9 granddaughters. There were 8 of us there, and we got to be the pallbearers to carry my grandma in her casket, and it was such an honor just to do that. When my grandfather passed away, all of the grandsons got to do it, and so it was just really cool that we got to do that. And then we also spent a little time in my grandmother's kitchen looking around and picking out something to remember her by. And so that was really, really fun. The funny story is that Brenda and I were both in there, and we kind of we're twins, so we kind of have the same taste a little bit. And so we're looking and looking, and Grandma had a lot of Tupperware, a lot of Corningware, so a lot of Pyrex. I mean, that's what Grandma's cooking, right? So we're just kind of looking for a special little thing, and I think I went to the wrong cupboard first because Brenda hit the jackpot cupboard, and she came out with this incredibly amazing kind of turquoise pot with a lid. And I was like, oh my gosh, so amazing. So anyway, she got the turquoise pot. I'm still jealous. Yes, well, let's just keep being jealous, you know. For those of you who know me, Brenda she gets what she wants, you know, a lot of times. I don't mean that in any certain way, but now it's a joke, us in the turquoise pot. And as soon as Brenda got home that next night, she wanted to remind me that she got that turquoise pot because she took a picture of her soup or something that she was making in the turquoise pot. I said, are you trying to rub it in? Anyway, but I got a wonderful, beautiful pie plate of Grandma's that was kind of like a white pie plate with little brown speckles, and I will be making a pie in that to remember my grandmother, because I just started making pies for the first time in my life in 2020. So yeah, just really, really special, really cool, really fun time with my sisters, and yeah. Anyway, we're gonna move on because that's what happened. Oh, and the puppies are back, not in the kitchen anymore. Right over there is where they would be, and they would be squeaking and all that. They started falling. They started climbing out of the box, and so I took them up the morning before, the morning that I left to go up to my grandmother's. So puppies are gone. I'm missing my dog, Mo. Yeah, it's really quiet in this house, and I'm trying to, you know, find things to do because I don't have any puppies to snuggle. So that's me. But Mo's doing great. I know all of you guys all ask about Mo. She's doing awesome. I went and visited her on Saturday. We went and saw the puppies, and we saw Mo. She's doing great. She's got a great little yard with a little yard right by a big field of cows. And so she's just entranced by the cows. So way fun for Mo. She's doing great. Little puppies are doing great. Everyone is doing good. All the puppies are doing great. So yeah. So let's see. We are on the next chapter today, and it's very, you know, I do try to read ahead, but most of the time it's like 10 minutes before, and I'm like, okay, what am I going to talk about today? So we'll see what we're going to talk about today. We are on chapter 20 of a Prairie Devotional. And, you know, all of you guys that come and watch me, I just can't be more grateful that you want to come and sit and read this book with me. It's like so cool. Like, how incredibly amazing that people want to sit here and read this with me. So, you guys are awesome. It's chapter 20, and I didn't bring my glasses. Shoot. It's okay. I'm going to strain because they're all the way upstairs, and you guys will not want to wait for me. Season 3. Episode 2, I'll Ride the Wind. Oh, I really like this episode. This is like Rodimus's like legendary episode when he gets offered the scholarship to go to university college, something like that. And it's this whole thing where he has to decide if he's going to go away and fulfill his dream of being a writer, or if he's going to stay and marry Mary. That's weird to say. Marry Mary. Anyway, so this quote is the chapter is called "It Begins with a Dream." And don't so many things begin with a dream? So many things. Okay, the quote's from Mr. Edwards. This Mr. Edwards was John Jr.'s kind of adopted dad. John Jr. was his adopted son. Sorry, that makes more sense. And he says, "You are riding the wind. I'm just riding a hay wagon." So interesting what Mr. Edwards is thinking in that moment. You are riding the wind, and I'm just riding a hay wagon. Anyway, okay, here we go. See if I can focus. God orchestrates various seasons in our lives. Some are dream-chasing seasons, and others are not. When John Jr. receives a college scholarship to pursue a career in writing, Mr. Edwards senses his son will never be a farmer like him. Dreams change as we age. God creates new opportunities that send us in fresh directions, but often we must wait as his divine plan reveals itself. My dream job of becoming a mom proved to be harder than I ever imagined. Wiping runny noses and enduring tantrums at the park was exhausting. My personality was swallowed up by piles of laundry to fold. Matching socks and picking up Cheerios day after day wasn't the hang-up. I'd wanted to stay home with my children. I just never expected it to be so all-consuming. I was lonely and so tired. Dreaming was out of the question. Survival took up too much time and energy. Scrolling through social media, I'd see other women making their mark on the world. I wanted to make a mark, but my ink was dry. Then I realized that comparing ourselves to others silences the extraordinary stories we are living. When I'm not dreaming, I start comparing. Like Mr. Edwards, my life felt very similar to working a hay wagon. I needed a new gust of wind to ride upon, a new dream to work toward. The calling God has planned for each of us is waiting to be revealed. His timing unfolds exactly as it should. If I could have seen what was in store, the reward patience had to offer, I would have been at peace even in the middle of piles of laundry. Every day at home was a dream come true, but it also ushered me toward finding a new dream. Every worthwhile dream begins with a dreamer. Are you dreaming right now? Maybe your dream is like that of John Jr., pursuing a career, going to college, and becoming a writer. Maybe it's learning to knit or starting a business or redecorating your home. Whatever it is, life sometimes delays our dreams. But don't give up. God wants us to dream. When we wait for his perfect timing, he rewards our hearts with joy as the dream comes true. Then our joy is doubled as we share the story of his favor and the road we walked to accomplish our dreams. And the verse is from Psalms 126:1, and it says, "When the Lord restored the fortunes of Zion, we were like those who dream." Those who dream. So interesting. It's funny because I'm not swallowed up by piles of laundry anymore. My kids do their own laundry. And instead of me sweeping the Cheerios off the floor, I tell them to do it. Isn't that funny how that happens? How you're in these different seasons of life and all of a sudden you're not in that season anymore. All of a sudden it's totally different. And I feel like I'm in that right now. Like everything is totally different than it was even a couple years ago. And now, so interesting. I got to come up with another dream. Probably about 3 or 4 years ago, the dream was to write this book. How cool. My dream came true. But just because one dream came true doesn't mean that you don't have another dream to dream. Are you dreaming right now? What's your next dream? What's my next dream? Honestly, I don't know what it is. Isn't that the most freeing thing you could ever think of? That you get to dream, to do whatever you want to do, be whoever you want to be, start whatever you want to start. It is absolutely amazing. And I will say is that when you start dreaming, fear almost always creeps in because there's a possibility when you dream something, especially if you dream something really big there's always the possibility that you're going to fail. And it's funny, this verse is from Psalms 126, and this morning I was reading in Psalms 125, and it said, "Those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be moved." And I thought, Mount Zion is like the mountain of God right outside of Jerusalem, right? So when we trust in the Lord, we're like a mountain that can't be moved. And not just like any mountain, like the mountain of God. So if you're dreaming right now, there's going to be some opposition, and you are going to be scared that, the possibility that you might fail. So trust in the Lord, and you cannot be moved. You are secure. You are strong. You can weather the storm. You can weather the failure even, because who knows what your next dream is. And I think sometimes the best part about a dream is that you can go for it. It doesn't necessarily matter the outcome. You just got to keep dreaming. That's all I have for you today. Hope you have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you next week. If I check in with the puppies sometime, maybe I'll do a little live from the puppies. It won't be on Tuesday mornings, though, because I'm not up there on Tuesday mornings. So stay tuned. Maybe get a little extra plug with some of the puppies. Get to see Pepe again. Hope you're having a great day. And see you guys. Love ya. Bye.